I am IFBB Pro Pete Haugabook. Welcome to Beyond the Quit. I have the pleasure of introducing Priscilla Fife, entrepreneur. How you doing, Priscilla?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate this.
Of course. I'm excited.
Awesome. I'm glad you are. I like to start off my podcast asking this one question. What's one moment in your life that you could have easily quit, but you didn't?
The first thing that comes to mind when I think about that question is going through depression. During a time in my life for about a year and a half, I was very suicidal. I took a break from school, just everything, and I went to different therapies, normal therapy, group therapy, and that was really hard. And it was hard to keep going, but I really learned through that it's more learning about how to deal with those situations because you'll always face tough situations and doing things that help give you energy instead of focusing on things that help you or that drain energy from you. So that's the first moment that I think of.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Well, we're gonna get to know you. My audience is gonna get to know you. Again, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Beyond the Quit. We have Priscilla Fife, entrepreneur, and let's go. Welcome back, everybody. So, Priscilla, my audience doesn't know who you are, right? So, I want you to kind of break down who you are as a person. You can take as much time as you want,
Okay.
but share a little about who you are and what you do.
Yes. So I am currently 28 years old and I live in Michigan. I am a owner of a gymnastics gym and also an indoor playground called Mini City. I have a huge passion for gymnastics. It's my whole entire life. I'm a big gymnastics fan when it comes to coaching and watching, and I'm also just a huge sports girl in general. I also have started to work out recently with you, of course, and I've been loving that. That's been a huge part of my lifestyle recently. And then in a few days, I'll be getting married. I'm very
Awesome,
excited.
awesome.
We'll be getting married in Vegas, so that's something to look forward
Congrats.
to. And yeah, that's just kind of a little bit in my life about who I am. I work a lot, so most of it is gymnastics, new city, workout, and repeats.
Where's your gym at?
My gym is located in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. It's actually called Mount Pleasant Gymnastics Academy. I recently just moved into a new location this year. I am loving it.
So how did you do that? Just for the audience to know, like you started with a
Yeah.
smaller facility and then,
Yeah, so I've always been kind of big into entrepreneurship. So when I was 21, just coming to Central Michigan for school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do or like where I wanted to work. So I kind of started the gym off as just something that I would like to do as a job to get money. And I started it in like a room inside of a rec center that you can rent. It was very small, and every time I would get money from classes, I would just keep buying more equipment. And I would just keep doing that until I was able to serve as much kids as I could in that space. And then about 8 months of doing that, I moved into my first location. It was 2,500 square feet. I have a lot of memories in there and I love that. I learned a lot from that situation. But then during COVID, I expanded that space to a 1,000 square feet location. A part of it was to accommodate, after COVID, everybody doesn't want to be close, but also so I can offer gymnastics. I did start off only offering tumbling because I was renting out of space. So now with gymnastics, I'm able to have like bars, beam, vault, the whole four events.
was that a certain
And
age?
then
Was that a,
so it's always been 2 through 14. I've always had like little
okay,
toddler classes,
gotcha.
and then yep, up to that age of 14. And then just as recently, I decided to move into an even bigger space. We're at 5,600 square feet now, and it's
Oh,
just so nice. Everything is just newer. The facility, it just feels right. The kids love it. Our team has grown. We first started our team, we only have 14 kids, and now we have over 40 kids on our competitive team. And then that's on top of our recreational classes. It's doing really well. It's something that I love and very passionate
I
about.
love how I consider that, I call it slow growth, right? You started with 2,500 square feet, then 4,000 because the times called for it, right? You said the spacing essential. And then now you move to 5,600. So just consistently evolving with your business. But I want to go back to what you just said. You said you were 21 years old in school. You've always
Hmm.
had a passion for gymnastics and tumbling, and you said, "I'm going to do this." Like, what made you take that jump? Was this something that was always in your mind, or did you kind of something
Honestly,
trigger it?
um, it was something that I thought like I would retire and do. Thinking about it young, like, oh, I want to own a gym when I retire, like something. It never was supposed to be the goal right now. I think it turned into it honestly because it felt easy. I don't know if that's like the right word, but honestly, I feel like that's how I felt. It felt easy to take that next step. I consider myself to be smart and a quick learner and stuff like that. So I really just dived in and I go by a quote like, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So I'm gonna just try it and see what happened, and and I feel like that's how I got where I am. Is just going by that and not staying comfortable. That's how we grew. You gotta always try and be better. I'm always still learning, even now. Um, so yeah, that's kind of how that kind of got into it. It just was it's easy.
That's amazing because I'm gonna be honest, and my audience may not want to hear this, but a 21-year-old doesn't really have that mindset today. That's kind of like an old school mindset, right? And you had that at a early age. And I'm not saying everyone at, young isn't driven like that, but it's just not, from my experience, not as robust as it was in years past. So that's amazing, Priscilla, that you were able to do that and wanted to do that. And you said it just seemed kind of easy because I think that's your vocation, right? That's something that you're on earth to do is to provide, right? Do you feel that way?
Definitely. That's one of my favorite parts of the job. I feel like not only am I teaching them gymnastics, but just how to be good people, how to be fearless and confident and just really push through. And I love that part of the job. I think I'm definitely impacting people. And I love the position that I'm in. I give out a ton of free gymnastics. I recently got sponsors this year for the gym to give out even more free gymnastics. So I love that part, like just being able to give back and help out.
That is awesome. So you have a business, busy business. I know how busy you are, and you're preparing for a wedding.
Mhm.
When was it triggered you knowing that you need to take your health seriously?
Yeah, I feel like typically when I always dress, I wear oversized clothes. I didn't think it was really like a body thing and more just like being comfortable. Like I still like that's just my style, I felt like. And then when I put on my wedding dress and I tried it and I got it in the size and I'm like, wait a minute, like this is tight. Like I used to be able to fit this size. And I think it was really a wake up call of how much weight I gained because although I had a scale, I never like stepped on the scale. It was just like my life is life in, I'm just eating whatever. And I had times where I'm like, okay, I'll get working out, but I never knew the nutrition part. And I feel like that's such a big part of it. And that just kind of prompted me to start working out and taking it seriously. And I'm so glad that I did. I didn't even tell you yesterday I was 33 pounds down
Oh,
officially.
oh man, oh man. This is
Yes,
first I'm
yes,
hearing that. That
yes,
is
yes.
awesome. I got a big cheesy Kool-Aid smile on my face right now. That is
So
awesome. I'm so
excited.
proud of you.
Thank
So
you.
we could piggyback off that. So take me back to
Mhm.
June 2025. That's when, for the audience, Priscilla is one of my online clients. I am a certified personal trainer, and she's one of my online clients. And we started around June, right? Was it June? Yep, June 2025. And so you started that. We started it. So what was going through your mind at the time when you like that initial call?
I thought that was gonna be hard and tricky. I feel like I wasn't as concerned about working out because that's something I already enjoy kind of doing. The eating thing, I was definitely more concerned because I'm a very picky eater and I like didn't know what it was like all gonna entail. But I feel like
Yes, I know
you
you're a
really worked
picky
with
eater.
me and helped me feel comfortable. Yeah. I'm so picky. But you really worked with me and helped me feel comfortable and stuff. So that was just going through my mind. I was starving. Oh my God, that was so hard at first. Like cutting off eating at 7, starving. Like that's I remember it. Just yeah, that was hard at first. It got easier, like as you get through it or whatever. But that was definitely the biggest challenge. Was actually just starving.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. So what was one of the What was one of the biggest challenges when you're trying to stay consistent? You said the starving piece, right? Food is everywhere. You have
Yes.
colleagues and friends and family and just going out. You see people eating and you're like, man, I want some of that. I'm sure that happened. So what made you say,
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Were you still asking?
go for it?
Okay. I feel like I did have times where I would go out and stuff, but I honestly didn't feel tempted. I felt like so dedicated to the process. Like I really just followed it through. When I had temptations, I told you about before, like I asked you about gum. Like if
Yeah.
I'm really, really craving a sweet, I would chew a piece of gum. Like
Uh-huh.
that's really how I got through it, and I just stuck by it. Like I remembered the end goal, and I didn't allow myself to drink stuff that's not water or eat outside the meal plan, focusing on the protein. Like so that really made it easy to stay consistent because it's like the goal. And then when you start to see the results, you just kind of like fall in love with the process even more. Like you want to keep going. So I really feel like I did okay. I really feel like I don't know. I feel like I did good. I feel like stayed consistent.
You've done great. And you know how I am. The audience
Mm,
doesn't. You know how I am in terms of as a trainer. I don't
yes.
play, right? And you know that, you learned that, and you took that by the horns and ran with it. And
Hmm.
I mean, you are absolutely one of my best clients for sure, especially with your schedule, because a lot of people, make excuses, right? They say, I don't have time. I got to deal with this and maybe that. And then people don't take their health and fitness a priority until it's too late.
That I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, please. How do you feel about
I
that?
was gonna say, piggybacking off of that, I used to be like that person that felt like I don't have time to cook or
Uh-huh.
when am I gonna work out? Like I'm always working, I'm exhausted. And like through this process, I've learned that I have time to cook and eat like cooked meals every single day, and I can make it to the gym every single night. Like it's really no excuse, even being a busy entrepreneur. And some days I work long hours and I'm at the gym at 11 o'clock at night, not because I want to be, but maybe that was the only time. And I just made sure I'm getting it done and getting, yeah, like you really do have time. You make time for the things that you want to make time for. And I definitely learned that. Like I have time to do all of that.
What's your average in terms of hours working a day? What's your average?
I feel like maybe 9, 10 hours a day. And I know most people work an 8 hour shift, but I work basically 7 days a week. Sometimes, like I'm here or there or doing something. Like I'm always constantly. I feel like people think entrepreneurship sometimes can be easy, but you kind of work a little bit more than the normal job. You're just always doing something. Definitely work 7 days a week, a lot of weeks.
Exactly. And your hours are that, right? You're there present for that, but you're still working at home, making schedules, taking care of business things, entrepreneurial things. So I would say you're working probably more than that, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you lost, I was going to say 30 pounds, but 33 pounds.
Yes.
That is such amazing. That's so amazing. So how have you changed? We talked a little bit about the mental aspect, right? Kind of, what you could have stopped, but you didn't. So how did your mentality change physically and mentally? Can you walk me through that?
Well, physically first, like I said, I always wear oversized clothes, and at first I didn't think it was a body thing. But as I started to just shed weight, I don't know, I started wearing short, like more fitted clothing. I felt more confident in my legs, like stuff that I didn't used to fit or used to fit really tight or stuff. It fit me now. My wedding dress is perfect. I literally have space in
So
it, which is so crazy. Everything has been very good, like physically. I just feel good
that's great.
walking around in my clothes. I love feeling strong. You see me trying little stuff at the gym, like I want to do pull-ups and pistols. I like doing fun, strong stuff like that. So I want to continue to
Mhm.
just be strong, be all my
You're doing
kids.
it too.
Yes, yes. Mentally, I feel I've learned that like you can really push. I think what's the most impressive to me is like cardio. I
Uh-huh.
feel like that's something I never really did before in the gym. I mean, I've done it before, but I never really made that a part of my workout. And it used to be very hard at first. Like the treadmill, I need a break every 2 minutes. I need to like get a drink of water. I need to pause. And now being able to go through like the whole 30 minutes with no break and like being able to push, I feel like that's something that mentally. Just let me know, like, wow, like I really can do more than I thought I could do. And
Right.
it's still hard. Like 30 minutes is still hard. But the fact that I can like keep going and mentally just not tap out, even though my body is really tired. I just feel like mentally stronger. I love that.
That's great. Did you ever
Yeah.
get to a point? I feel like everybody does. I've been a trainer for over 22 years now, and I think that every single one of my clients have gotten to this point, but where you seen progress was kind of slow. And I know we've had discussions where you're not 100% satisfied, even though you're losing, you're not 100%. It just seemed like it, right? You're not 100% satisfied with that
Yeah.
specific progress.
I think at
And
first I wasn't noticing a change in my stomach area, and I feel like a lot of women are very, like the stomach area is a big thing. I noticed the changes in my arms and like my back fat and legs, but the stomach area is something that was slower. I see the difference now in my stomach area. Like it's different, and I feel like it. Even though the difference might have been there, I didn't feel like it.
right,
And that's something too that I think a lot of people don't talk about when you work out, just speaking on body. Like, even though you losing weight, like you could still look in the mirror and like not be happy about
uh-huh,
like like it can really get you down. Like, even though you're still working towards it's like you don't like how your body look. Like, oh my God, I lost 20 pounds and I still do not like how I look. I feel like that's something that is very hard mentally to like get through, but I just remind myself, like, okay, I'm losing, I'm working towards the goal that I want to get
exactly.
to. And that kind of helped me snap out of those moments when I'm not having body confidence, even though I'm working really hard.
Absolutely.
Um,
And we've talked about that. Like a lot of people, especially when they start that process of the fitness lifestyle, the scales, the number one thing they look at, right? It's
mm,
absolutely if that number isn't changing to the better, right? Decreasing, then you haven't done anything. But we've learned, right? And we talked about it because there was sometimes you were just down. What did I always tell you? 1 to 2 pounds a week is healthy, right?
mhm.
But sometimes you were down like right at a pound or something like that. And I was like, but if we did the actual inches, bet you your inches lost are substantial. Why can you fit in that wedding dress? Because your inches are down, not because of the weight. It's the
Oh
inches, which
yeah.
that those fat cells into muscle fibers, right? So
Mhm.
muscles are lean tissue. You're leaner because you're gaining muscle. You know how we know you're gaining muscle? Look how strong you are. Look at your stamina. Look at the way you look.
Yeah.
Why they say scale never tells the full picture,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right?
I can
So
do a pull up. Like that's so crazy. I is so crazy
I
because
call
I
it
always
too.
thought you had to be able to like pull your body weight up on those like that
Huh?
lat machine or something. I always thought that had to be it, and I am nowhere even near that. But I could do a pull up, and that is just so crazy to me.
It's
So
amazing. But you can
yeah,
basically do two. I
you're
would
right.
call it
You're
two.
right. I
Yeah, there
gotta
you go.
try
So
to
don't
when
sell
I at the
yourself short.
beginning of my workout. I
What's
always
up?
try after I hit arms. Like, well, let me see what I can do with a pull up at the end.
You did it. I've
But
seen it.
yes.
What surprised you most about this process so far?
I feel like what surprised me as I'm here in this moment is how easy it is to make better choices. I feel like when you're just eating and stuff, like I just don't like, oh, I would eat something fried or something before, and like now obviously I don't eat none of that. But like I don't crave none of that either. Like, just thinking about how many calories and fat is in that type of stuff. Like, no, and that's something too I've done. Like anytime I've looked at or craved something, I'll look at the back of the nutrition facts too, and I'm like, oh no, like this is just absolutely not. So I feel like that is something that has gotten a little bit easier as I'm in my current state.
So how do you fight those cravings? What do you do? We all have them.
I just don't eat it. I don't know. I really feel mentally locked in on what I'm trying to do, and I know that it's really quick. It could be really quick to make a bad decision.
Uh-huh.
Like healthy ones feel longer, but like you know what I mean. Like 7 days can go by so fast making bad choices. So I'm like, no, I need to stick to the goal, and I feel really mentally strong. I'm just not gonna eat that. And like I don't drink. I've been out with people who drink. I don't drink none of that. I drink my water. Like I don't do any of that. No.
I love it.
Yeah, no.
That's
Mm-mm.
that's the epitome of a lifestyle change. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like it's a big lifestyle change. Like even when I go back to eating fully normal, I've learned so much about like just portion control and Like, just I feel like it's really about just making better choices. I don't know with the food, like you don't really need all of those snacks. How much nutrition you can get out of food without it being so many calories and the pro. Like, I feel like I've just learned so much about how to pick what foods I can eat to like stay in a low calorie, high protein type of diet.
Exactly. And one thing about like just America in general, like when you go out to eat, I mean, they give us portions, huge portions of stuff. It's not even really for one person, right? You can take
Yeah.
half, take the rest home, whatever. But we eat those portions because it's in front of us. You go overseas, you go to different countries. I mean, they have small portions of things. And that's why
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we do have a health issue, I think, my opinion, in the United States. It's what we eat. 85% of the whole game is food. You said that in the very beginning of this. You love working out. The nutrition part was kind of tough. But you're combating that because you're seeing the results. You're feeling better. You're stronger. Things have changed in every aspect with your life, and you're only getting better, right? In that world,
Yeah.
so right. So how does that confidence, you sound confident, so I'm assuming, change your mindset in business and your entrepreneurship and thing in your whole life?
Like this confidence that I have through working out is changing my life and just I don't know, I feel like when you're just more confident, I just feel happier. Like my mood is happier at work, it's happier in my relationship. Like I feel like that's just what it kind of I don't know, that's what it's kind of done for me. I just feel happy. I like having a healthy lifestyle. It's just yeah.
Exercise releases endorphins, which is that happy drug within the body. So
Mhm.
that attests to that too. So how does your transformation journey impacted your fiance, family, clients? How's that impacted? Because I know your fiance
Yeah.
works out with you too.
So yes, my fiance Kayla, she loves like my body. She loves just like everything I'm doing, and she loves that I'm just being healthy. She's so proud of me at the gym for just like sticking to it with my meals and stuff. Cause like I've never, everybody say they want to get into it, but you never just stick to it and just seeing the results. She's just so proud of me. Yeah, she is just so proud.
Is
Yes.
it hard to have, I mean, she's kind of in your journey too, right? I mean, she's working out.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are eating pretty much the same kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would just give her bigger portions.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Sometimes she think I'm eating nothing bird food, but I just give her bigger portions because we don't have the same goals nor the same body type.
Right.
And we'll work out together. We worked out a lot more together in the beginning. Sometimes I'll go to the gym by myself more lately, but
Uh-huh.
she will be at the gym with me. Like definitely we've been in the journey together. Big support system for just even changing her eating and stuff. So it's easier for me. Like we don't have no snacks in the house for her. Like we don't have none of that. Yeah. So she's been really supportive in that way.
What if she wasn't? Not saying supportive. She's gonna always support you, but I'm saying that she wasn't part of that journey. Like there was snacks always in the house. Because
I
a lot of people deal with
okay,
that.
I'm sorry.
They're not on the same page.
Like, I would still not eat the snacks and stuff, but like, you gotta cook your own meals or like figure out your own food. I can't like double cook all of the time, need something different, and then you would this whole big. So you have to figure that part out. I feel like that's how I would kind of navigate that. I really wouldn't let it affect me and what I'm doing. You just gotta like, yeah, figure out your meals sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely sound locked in regardless. Just with that, just in
Yeah.
response to that question.
Yeah, no, I've never felt body confidence in my life. Like I've been smaller, but like just still, I never felt good about it, and I'm just working so hard that I feel good about where I am. I really cannot see myself like going completely backwards or nothing like that. So I think it's
Good.
gonna be good. Like I say for the wedding, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be drinking because like it's my wedding and that's the whole
Hey,
weekend. But
you don't
I'm
have to make
like,
it. Hey, that's absolutely. You better enjoy it,
yeah, I mean,
whatever that
I'm a,
means.
as soon as I get back, I'm gonna reel it back in, and I'm giving myself grace, and it's gonna be fine. 1 week is not gonna kill
Your
me.
at least one of your goals you told me was the wedding, right? You wanted to fit in your dress, the dress you wanted, and you've done that.
Yeah.
So you hit one of your short-term goals. Now
Oh yeah.
you start setting some long-term goals, right? Longer
Oh
term.
yeah. Long term girl lifestyle change. That's why I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not worried about 1 week of having fun. When I get back, even if I gained a 2, 3, whatever, I'm gonna go right back to the
You'll be
gym and
perfectly
eating. So
fine.
it'll be fine. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm not worried at
Exactly.
all.
You'll be perfectly fine. And you need that
Yeah.
release, right? You need to get your mind right with
Yeah.
that. So
Mhm.
for women out there, Priscilla, that feel stuck, and we could talk about it in terms of working women, non-working women, wanting to get into fitness and just be healthier. And maybe unfortunately they had a doctor's appointment and they want to be healthier because the doctor gave them some news that they need to make that change like now, right?
Mhm.
On top of like for you, your career, your busy career, your wedding coming up in a few days, and obviously your health and fitness lifestyle. So you have somebody that's starting from ground zero that kind of had the same mindset as you. They want to do something, but they weren't educated on every single piece of the health and fitness world. What would
Mhm.
you tell somebody if they're standing in front of you right now? What would you say to that person wanting to start, but they're just apprehensive?
Honestly, I would say to get a trainer like Pete. And I'm gonna be honest because I feel like a lot
Ain't
of
nobody say that,
trainers
everybody. I promise you.
it's because honestly, I feel like a lot of trainers give you that workout side, and I get it. Cause like so for some people, it's a moment they want to do really quick, not a whole lifestyle thing. So I get like for the money part of it, but it really does not work without the food. And I can see for a person starting out trying a bunch of things, and then it doesn't work. And then it's like, well, now you don't even feel good about the journey and you maybe tried so hard or whatever, but it wasn't right for what you was doing in your body type. And that could discourage a person. So I would just honestly say get a trainer like Pete and cause then at least you'll know that what you're doing and all the hard work that you putting in is going to get you the result that you're looking for versus it just being something you pulled off Google or just something empty or just working out because that does not work.
That's good
So
advice. That's good advice.
yes,
Again, guys, I did not
that's
tell
what I
you.
was
I'm very surprised you said that.
saying.
What's next for you, Priscilla? Physically, mentally, personally, after the wedding? What's next for you? What are your goals, plans? It doesn't have to be the fitness piece, just anything.
Yeah, right after the wedding, I am deep into meet season. So I have like a meet every 2 weeks. And then I plan to, I don't know. So Caleb, my fiance is in nursing school. So I feel like once she's finished with that 2 years, maybe move. I love gymnastics and I love the gym and the kids, but it's not something that I don't see myself doing for the rest of my life. Like, I feel like I could do so many different things. Like, this is not where I'm supposed to be forever. So that's where I'm planning to do. I'm getting through all of this stuff with the gym, but then I want to figure out what is going to be my next step and how I'm going to get there because I love gymnastics, but it was never supposed to be my career thing. I told you I wanted to retire and do it, and I still do in
All
the
right.
future. I love it, but it's not who I'm supposed to be forever.
Well, you proved that if you could open and start a successful business in Kalamazoo, you can literally do it anywhere. So that's awesome. So if you can go back and talk to the version of yourself before you started training, what would you say to her?
And probably it's just gonna all be worth it. Like just hang in there. It's gonna all be worth it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. I didn't even tell you the other day. You put on my workout squats with the hack machine or hacks. No, not hack machine. What is it? The Smith machine. No, you told me to do squats with the Smith machine, but our Smith machine is out of service at the gym. We only have one because it's like a bodybuilder gym. So
Yeah,
I think it's called the cage, like where it's just normal, like you just pick it up normally.
that's
And I
free
did it
weight.
like that, and I had so much fun.
How did your
Yeah,
knees
like
feel?
yeah, I just put on the barbell and it was okay. I mean, that's a hard thing because like obviously I feel like I'm squatting, so I'm gonna feel it in my knees. It was fine. I did all my sets. I did 90 pounds, 25s on each side, and then the bar is like 40. And it was okay. Like, I mean, it hurt my knees, but I wasn't like in pain, like not injured. It's just like, I don't know, just like those leg extensions hurt your quads. Like it just was, it's just doing weights.
You know your body. You know your body. You've addressed things to me like, hey, Pete, I can't do it because of whatever, going on. You know your body. And I know you will always go back and knock something out or find an alternative for that, or I'll throw an alternative for it. I'll let you
Mm.
know. But the reason why I put that Smith machine initially in the beginning is because of the knee. Or joints basically. You have more control. The machine has
Yeah,
more
yeah,
control
yeah.
than your body does. But you're using free weight which is awesome and amazing. You had 95 on there. You had 225s, and then what?
Yeah, 225s. And then the bar was 40 pounds.
So you had 95 pounds. Yep. 45 pounds and then 50. So 40. You had 95.
Okay, yeah.
That's good.
It was cool, and I felt comfortable doing that because I was by myself. And I told you I don't know how to fail or anything yet. So I felt comfortable doing it, and it had the little thing. So if I squatted too low, like the bar would just sit on the thing or whatever. So I felt comfortable doing it, and it was fine. It was fun. I liked it. I would do it again. It was fun.
Good. I would. We can. I'll definitely alter that for sure. And you also learn that you can always ask because people are always willing to help. They will help you if you need a spot or something, right? So we're towards the end of it, Priscilla. I really appreciate your time. I know how busy you are. I think the audience knows exactly how busy you are. We were able to do this. This is late. It's like 9 o'clock. So, what does beyond the quit mean to you?
I think that beyond the quit means like I think back to that mental thing. Like even when times get hard, even when you feel like giving up, like you just have to keep pushing through because you got to show up for yourself. You got to be disciplined. They say it will never be a workout, or you don't regret a workout that you only regret a workout that you didn't do. That's what they say. So you just gotta go in there. You're not gonna regret just getting in there and getting it done. And so just work, even when it's hard. Just keep working.
Great response to a great ending to a great podcast. Priscilla, I thank you again for joining me. Thank you for sharing everything you shared. And I really appreciate that. I think the audience is going to
Of
love.
course.
Yeah, the audience is going to love it, and they're gonna relate to a lot of things you said. So thank you for sharing and being open about that. Okay.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And everyone, this is Beyond the Quit. Priscilla Fife, episode 3. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.